Good morning and welcome out to the Reading Soccer Park. I'm Jacob Green, joined here by Ryan Gavin. It's great to have you with us here for this morning match between the Simpson University Redhawks and the Bushnell Beacons, making the trip down from Eugene, Oregon here on this nice, cool morning, sitting right around 75 degrees out here at the Reading Soccer Park in the wonderful Reading, California. So we await kickoff here and begin this match. Ryan, what are you looking for from the women's soccer team today against the Bushnell Beacons?
I was watching the Bushnell Beacons passing it around, and they seem to have some direct passing and some, again, some taller girls on the team. So I'm looking for our defense to hold strong as they did in the last, 2 games ago. New goalkeeper again, Iris van Dalsen back in the striker position, although starting on the bench today. We have Cassandra Rita in goals. That's always an interesting thing to look out for, see what happens early in the game with that. But yeah, looking for a strong defense, and just the last game that they won, the last home game they won, just that quick passing, quick turnaround from side to side, keeping the heads up on the swivel, always looking for that next attacking move as we get underway here.
And the Redhawks wearing the home whites is Santiago, part of that Redhawk defense back there on that back line. And those 2 goals that were scored in the losing cause, my apologies. The 2 goals that were scored against the Redhawks in a winning cause were a couple of balls that just kind of lucky hops against Van Dalfsen in goal. That was a game that Spencer Schlingy called rather than you, so you missed parts of it, of course, not being here. But it was just that whole unlucky hops. You got to be lucky to be good and good to be lucky. And in this case, the Redhawks were on the other side of the coin with it, and Van Dalfsen did all she could. There was the second goal where she moved to her right, blocked it after going vertical and blocking it, and then it got punched in and crossed her up on the third try, and it was just rebound after rebound after rebound, all in one play, which was pretty sensational to watch Van Dalfsen do that, again, as a striker. She's not a keeper.
She was a good goalkeeper for, it's always a good thing as a sports person if you can play both sides of the field. And she showed that she can. But, yeah, talking to her before the game, she's just looking to go back to that challenge of being a striker. Not that she didn't enjoy being a goalkeeper, but she felt she wanted to be back in the field. So hopefully she gets some time as Simpson here break away, 3-on-2.
Tag open as they looked across.
That's gathered by the goalkeeper.
Gabriela Montez with the save there. The Redhawks keeping it in the attacking zone here early on, which is good. Already a couple of shots and goals. Great save there by the fingertips of Gabriela Montez diving to her left.
And that last game was against who again?
That is a great question. There's been about 14 matches since then. That was against Southern Oregon University.
And then Warner Pacific was a 1-0 win for Redhawks.
Carbajal gets this one away quickly. Goes to Munoz, back to Jimenez.
So all Oregon teams so far, and they'll be enjoying playing in the mornings as it is yet to hit its peak, although it has cooled down here in Reading a little bit lately.
Yeah, and the first time they'll actually play a team not from Oregon will be Pacific Union on September 21st. That'll be at home. Another 10 a.m. match. Here's the throw in from the Redhawks. Again, wearing the home whites today, and then Bushnell the powder blue jerseys. Tag centered on this one. On the breakaway toward Brooks, and
that just falls away. Chloe really staying with it.
She's been all over the place already.
She has, yeah.
And they're trying to put the pressure on this keeper.
Yeah, Chloe in the last couple games has shown herself to be the standout player in the offense, and it's also something we saw last season being in the all-conference team. So we'll see if she can prod home a couple of goals. She's been unable to do that so far, but definitely looking sharp.
Now Jimenez looking toward the goal, gets past the Beacons defender, Monaharis, sends it toward the goal. Now in the box, old chip shot goes over. A field goal, as you say, Ryan.
Field goal, as I do say. That was good play, and that's one of those that you hope somebody can just get their toes to that and just prod it in on goal. Just leaning back on that shot, going up high. So far, so good, though, for the Redhawks, as they've already seen 3 shots on goal. And there's some more good offensive hustle, and they win the ball back in the final third.
They just keep it in that attacking zone, trying to cross there, send it towards the goal. Now another chip shot goes over. It was Carbajal around the middle, and then it went wide left where Serenity Torres just sent it a little bit over the crossbar.
Enjoying the early pressure, but that's the thing when you want the early pressure to amount to something, because these games usually do even out, and they usually do even out ball possession and whatnot. So I'm sure they will today as well. So if you're Simpson, you're hoping to get on the score sheet early. As we see the Beacons already try to break out, but look at Chloe again, right in the middle of that.
Yeah, Teague trying to steal that ball, and again, pressure's on the Beacons, who are having to work quickly, and like we've talked about a lot, the triangles of just making the Beacons pass it around quickly, keep it away.
And that's why before the game we saw the Red Hawks practicing, you have a few people in the middle trying to take the ball away and then just passing it around. And that's always a good game for, that in-game practice of when you're trying to break up a triangle like that, because they can be very effective. Ball stripped there and belted forward, trying to alleviate some pressure for the Beacons. That ball could have gone out here to Stephanie Llanos, but just a little bit too late. Good interception by Redhawks.
Secura sends it back toward the keeper, Rita Carbajal.
Keeper telling our defense to calm down. Very good.
Oh, 1-on-3 goes to Secura on the near side.
It's a good play there by Santiago. Good cool head on her. Taylor Brooks gets around.
Sends it in, but taken away by the Beacons before the rebound from, I believe that was Jimenez.
Santiago there in the middle of things again. Wow,
Santiago from deep.
Going for goal. She earned that shot there with the defensive build-up and whatnot, but that was very ambitious and it goes quite a bit wide, but still showing ambition here early on is Simpson.
I wonder if part of Coach Milton's philosophy for this game is apply the pressure to their keeper as well, so that they don't have the chance to apply it to our keeper, with her being a newer keeper. Again, the Redhawks haven't had a actual recruited for goalkeeping keeper play yet due to injuries and eligibility and whatnot. So having someone who's not technically a college level keeper play goalie is not what you really want going against the team, but if you apply the pressure, stay in the attacking zone as much as you can, eventually a shot will fall through.
And that's difficult. I mean, like I said, usually these games, not always, but usually these games kind of even out. And the likelihood of a shot on target, as Chloe there shoots. Good effort, just at the goalie. First shot on goal there for the Redhawks. But yeah, that's it's definitely I'm definitely interested to see what's going to happen there. Oh, as that shot by Bolden is
it's up to Carball to try and
brilliant tackle there.
Slide tackle. Oh my gosh.
By Santiago, who's in the middle of the defensive game again. Bolden trying to clear it away. Just a mistake, kicking it straight into Cervantes Carlos of the Beacons, who had a breakaway, but great hustle there by Santiago to get back. And always dangerous tackling as the last man back there, because you see if you're the last man back tackling, that's usually an automatic red card, reducing your team to 10 men. So very gutsy play there by Santiago, not allowing the shot.
Here's a corner.
Ooh, a strong ball in there, just headed wide there. As the referee seems to whistle. 2 touches on the corner there, an illegal corner taken there, it seems, by Beacons, which results in a free kick for the Simpson. Not something you see often, Jacob, in college football, but I suppose it does happen.
Sakura sends it up this near side, and Bushnell gets it right back. That was also that slide tackle by Santiago. She got beat initially, got beat on the breakaway, and then came back and somehow got a foot on it.
And like we talked about earlier with, you know, and absolutely no disrespect to Simpson's goalkeeper, as, you know, this is a goalkeeper we haven't seen in action before, but when you do have someone who just hasn't played in goals, another good tackle there by Chloe, the thought is just shoot, even if you're far away. So I understand her trying to graft out an easier shot for herself, but when you're under that much pressure from the defense, there's no shame in taking a shot from the 18-yard right there.
Absolutely not.
But
Teague stifled that one shot on goal.
Right. Which is great. That's another thing you want to, if you can just suffocate them, even when they have opportunities at goal.
And here's Teague with it right here on this near side.
Doing her best to keep that with her, but just too much pressure there by the Beacons.
Working against a double team.
Punted forward there by Indiana Chambers, but it's called offside. But the linesman motions with his hands that it was just a little bit.
That was a great ball, though.
Yeah, just punted it there. You saw with the toes of her feet. Great way to take the spin off. You see the ball there just curling backwards but that little punt just takes the spin off.
There's a foot race. Torres goes up the field trying to battle for it. It's going to go off her out of bounds. She was hustling, trying to get there and beat one of the Beacons to the ball.
It seems the wind gets up as soon as the game starts, huh, Jacob?
Yeah, we've kind of had that trend, which is nice. Cools everything off, but
I bet the players aren't complaining about it. Neither are we.
Even at just 75 degrees, it's feels great.
Chloe gets to that, but it's pointed away there by the Beacons defense.
The Beacons trying to do all they can just to keep Simpson out of the attacking zone. They've, time of possession-wise, Simpson's probably spent about 80% of the time in the attacking zone to Bushnell's 20% in their attacking zone, which is why they keep sending that ball out of bounds. They've just been booting it away, not letting Simpson get any more shots on goal. They've already taken 5 shots. One of those was on goal.
Right, and then Bushnell saying here they had no shots, but obviously a few shots were just thwarted by good blocks. Simpson really putting pressure on here in that final third. But the Beacons, that's the thing when you do put the pressure on there, once the defense gets through that pressure, they often have an opening to pass it, which they did have there, but
I think with this win too, this is the first time I've actually been cold at a Simpson sports game in probably forever. And after calling the Colt 45s over the summer where it was 105 and whatnot,
right.
Even when it dropped down below toward the 90s and stuff, but it's 75 right now with a breeze, which is
perfect. Reminds you of the Bay at all?
Reminds me of the Bay Area, that's for sure. Which we actually have some players on the roster from down there, including Nadia Santiago from Oakland, California.
Corner here for Simpson, which is taken short. Well blocked there. Malia Bolden gets it. Oh, and I believe that's Serenity Torres taking the shot. Easily collected by the goalkeeper. She offloads that to her offense, but it goes out for a Simpson throw-in. Let's see, Munoz throws it in here to Stansbury. Stansbury passes it to Santiago. Santiago out to Sakura. Very good play there. See, getting it from one side to the other in just a few passes. Brooks with it now.
Toward that corner, it's going to go off Bushnell.
Serenity Torres, good pressure there. That's very good. They just had a corner, goes out for a throw, and they get a corner within less than 30 seconds. It's good, ambitious play there by the Red Hawks.
Would be taking the corner.
It's
Huge
funny,
chancer for the Red Hawks.
Chloe Take seems to be their corner taker, although she also seems to be the tallest in offense, which normally, especially with that tall Bushnell defense, you would want in the box.
She sends it toward goal. Nice little chip shot toward the front.
And that is an outside of the boat. Some shots have just been a little off here. Could be some just early game.
That was Brooks with the shot, I believe. Oh, left-handed boot right there.
Left-handed?
Left-footed. Too many sports. Way too many sports.
That pressure on the keeper there, and Brooks almost collects it. Ends up with the beacons, but there, Sakura intercepts that in defense. Goes to Brooks. See, you saw they tried to graft out one of those triangles there, and the ball comes right towards us. And Jacob with the amazing ball control.
Getting involved in another game keeps my streak alive. Something, you know, love to have a little fun with.
Right.
When I called that game with Spencer, I had one that came about eye level. Could have headed it back. Decided not to because of the headset. Just don't want to, you know, ruin any Simpson sound gear. But I still got that streak going. The beauty of sitting pitch side.
Right.
You know, instead of up in a booth.
I was getting involved in warm-ups earlier today.
Yeah.
Collecting a few balls and kicking them back to the girls.
Couple nice passes back.
You
When
know,
Harris was surrounded right there by Red Hawks. Oh my goodness, getting swarmed.
I could do with some work still. But
I remember last year, it was the home opener when the women's soccer and men's soccer both played their home openers at Simpson. Yes! There was a larger group of people that played a little pickup-ish soccer in between games before warm-up started. You were out there scoring goals and crossing people up, snatching ankles.
Snatching ankles, you know. I definitely can't do that in basketball, but
I don't know. I've seen it happen a couple times. Shoot threes.
I guess.
Hit a couple downtown shots.
The thing when I play basketball is I can be fast, but as soon as I get to the rim, I don't know what to do.
Throw it up, basically.
Well, I throw it up, but no, it doesn't come back down.
Well, I've seen you hit that step back three a couple times. One of them was on.
On you, was it?
On you might have.
Oh,
honestly.
on Hannah.
I was on Hannah. HP, one of the color commentators for basketball and former players.
Beacons. This
on
is
the
a
breakaway.
Big chance.
Carball's gonna come out of goal, and I think she got a foot on it.
Oh wow, that is a
huge missed opportunity for the Beacons.
Huge missed opportunity.
It was 1-on-1 plus the keeper, and then it was 1 on nobody.
Yes, exactly.
And then all of a sudden, somehow Rita Carball, I believe she got a foot on it. We don't have instant replay.
She didn't. No, it was just. I think the player again just not recognizing that it's a rookie goalkeeper trying to go around instead of through. I feel like the shot there would have been the best. The shot there would have been the best course of action for that Beacons offense.
Yeah, I thought she was going to cross back and just
potentially
absolutely boot it into the the near side post, but for her to the right.
I just feel like the shot was the play there, but you know they don't. You know you do. We have all these thoughts sitting here, but you do what you think is best in the moment. You know, and that's the same for any sport. You know, I'm a golfer, so I have a lot of time to think about things, but when you're running one-on-one with a keeper like that, it's now or never.
Yeah.
Great interception there in defense by Sakura.
As someone who played baseball, it's a lot easier after the fact to go, oh, should have done X, Y, or Z.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yep, hindsight is 2020.
Chloe trying the ball there, but Taylor Brooks was already through. Malia Bolden not able to clear that.
Santiago coming out of nowhere again.
Looks like a bit of a foul occurred there, but the referee does not blow his whistle.
letting him play.
Simpson up forward, but
This one's sent deep into the attacking zone, where the Beacons will rely on their goalie Montez to re-corral it, but Brooks on the hustle.
and the goalkeeper has very little pressure on her there, but she obviously felt like she did and just punted that away right away. Goalkeeper from Springfield, Oregon. And from what I heard, Springfield, that might be the Springfield that the Simpsons is based on, or am I making stuff up?
That's a great question because I have no idea.
I believe I watched a YouTube video about the geographical placement of Springfield, and they ended up in Oregon based on just facts from the show, but, you know.
Munoz battling for the ball over there on the far side corner.
It's a corner, another corner there for Simpson. I think that's their third of the game.
Yeah, Munoz battling there, got it to go off of a Beacon, and it will be Teg taking this one, I believe. Which, like we said before, Simpson not really having a height advantage against any team they've played.
Right.
And Teg being one of the taller players, like you said earlier, is kind of
Right.
surprising. She's the one kicking the corner.
And from both sides. Sometimes you have corner takers that you have different corner takers from each side, so that's called offside. That's got to be frustrating. Going offside and just, you know, simple little error there. But yeah, sometimes you have corner takers from different sides because different sides require different curls. So you might have a left footer from one side and the right footer from the other. But today, Chloe on both sides. That's called offside. Good call. Although the ball, the offensive player for the Beacons did leave that ball for the defense, so it seems like a, you know, an uncalled for call. They could have just let play go on, but who am I to judge?
Well,
Taylor Brooks.
That's why we're not referees, I guess.
Right.
Well, I mean, I know why I'm not, but you could be.
You know, I don't know if I could take the abuse from the players.
Now Serenity Torres gets it intercepted and taken away. Here's
And that is
Bolden.
Great play there by
Cervantes Carlos.
Bushnell, Cervantes Carlos.
Since the far side where
Intercepted by Jimenez. Intercepted by Litzy Munoz now. And not intercepted by anyone here. Cervantes Carlos is through again, but halted by in just a battle there with Santiago in the defense.
this one goes far side and then out of bounds.
And that shot was nowhere near goal, and a hand to it by Cassandra Rita turns that from a goal kick into a corner for Bushnell. She'll be kicking herself over that.
I think that's where you see a little bit of the inexperience just coming out of goal and swatting it away.
Absolutely. You know, better safe than sorry.
That's what I was.
Is definitely
That's what I was gonna say.
a thing, but I do think if your defense, you know, again, hindsight is 20/20 as we were saying, but I think if your defense can just scream at you and be like, "Hey, leave it, it's gone." But you know, let's see what happens here.
Munoz heads this one away and gets it out of the box.
It's a nice strong header, although that goes back in the box. Seems like Bolden's gonna get to it. Bolden does get to it.
Now Teg.
Tag on the breakaway, sprinting. Just loses control there. Oh,
And
but
gets
she gets
through the
brilliant
double team.
play there.
Chloe sends it towards goal, leading pass, scooped up by the goalie Gabriela Montez.
Love that play by Chloe Tag there. Kind of looking right, passing it left, just aware, just that field awareness. High soccer IQ with the skills to boot.
And getting it back in the attacking zone. Keep the pressure on the Beacon since this one goes right through Bolden now. A 2-on-1. It's up to Secure to stop it. She's trying to just slow down, get some help from the defense, goes back. Now a free shot here is going to go off the crossbar.
Wow.
Couldn't quite get it into that top shelf. Goes off the crossbar, smacks back down where Carbajal corrals it.
Wow, and I'll tell you what, Malia Bolden will be sighing a sigh of relief there. She, you know, didn't mean to, but just let that ball go, creating a 2-on-1 there on Sakura and a 1-on-1 with the keeper. And that shot had the keeper bet. Really good shot, high over the keeper, just being denied by the woodwork.
And that's 2 huge opportunities missed by the Beacons.
Absolutely.
They've had a 1-on-1 and a 2-on-1, and both times did not walk away with a goal.
Right.
And in that case, it hit the lower part of the crossbar too. You could not get it any closer than that.
It looked like that was going to just drop in.
Yeah.
Wow.
As Tague sends this one towards goal. Leaping up and
Oh.
in. Chloe Tague from deep.
What a
Fits
shot.
it between the crossbar and the full extension of Gabriela Montez. That'll put the Redhawks up by 1. What a shot from Chloe Tague.
That was an unbelievable goal as the fans go crazy, evidently.
That caught me off guard. I don't know if that caught you off guard, but that was a deep shot.
That was a, wow. Yeah, that was, I mean, we've been talking about this the past 5 games. We may be called that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and Chloe just saw the keeper was just off her line here.
And she sent it right at her.
Sent it right at her, just, you know, she even got fingers to it, just 2, you know, wow. The goalkeeper is 5'6", so not the tallest goalkeeper as Iris Van Dalsen.
Tague now on the near side wing looking to cross. Send it toward the goal, trying to get around. Nothing there. It goes off of the Beacons. It'll be a corner.
And we were saying Chloe Tague just relentless attempts and shots and, you know, just trying to get that goal in, and then that one, potentially the least likely of them all, just dropping in. And after just some pressure by the Beacons there, Simpson's pressure comes up in a goal, 1-0 to the Redhawks.
Just an impressive shot, too. I mean,
yeah.
She fit it in about a 1-foot window.
That ball just rolled to her perfectly, and, yeah, she just took it. Those are, yeah.
From 30 yards. This one sent in toward the back post, trying to get a header on it, but the Beacons kick it out of the box. Trying to turn it here.
When that ball just goes behind. See what the defense can do here.
It's sent up and away. Seems like any time it's a turnover, the whole
Beacons, yeah.
The whole Beacons team just heads into the attacking zone.
And ball there.
But
yeah,
also,
it seems that Simpson's coaching staff just has them has Simpson just applying the pressure up in that Bushnell's half, just allowing that. As soon as Bushnell get through that pressure, they just seem to have just openings everywhere. Now, so far, it hasn't resulted in a goal, but it could have easily been 2 or 3. So that's definitely something that the coaching staff for Simpson might want to change, especially being 1-0 up now. They might want to try and defend a little more. But, you know, the scoreline says enough, and Simpson up 1-0, they'll be happy.
Brooks was way overloaded there. She was toward the far third on this left side and then came all the way toward the attacking zone of Bushnell and past midfield to try and stifle that pass. Sakura gets this one and sends it back up the field. Now Tague with it.
Nice torpedo, good job. Taylor, you're awesome. I guess you already know that though.
Tague working, looking for something to come to fruition.
Pushes
the
it
Redhawks
back to that right side.
able to work a little bit slower now with the 1-0 lead.
Hey, Rachel.
A little over 17 and a half minutes remaining here in this first half. This one goes to Brooks on this far near side wing.
It's a good ball over there to Brooks. And Brooks, she's been getting past quite nicely there.
Double
Not
teamed.
able to there. Good defending by Bushnell.
Now gets some help from Torres.
Chloe Tague maybe after that goal getting a little trigger happy there for Simpson's 10th shot, and we're only in the first half.
Be a goal kick for Montez.
Good goal kick there. Sent to the open man. Open woman, I should say.
As this one goes past Santiago, who's going to have to battle a beacon for it. That's Leslie Monaharis. She turns and sends it up to Sakira.
Let's see Munoz with it. She passes it into Cassandra Graviola.
We've already seen Simpson controlling the tempo of the game after scoring that first goal. They've just worked a lot slower upfield, being more conscious with everything they're doing. And they haven't really turned the ball over. They've either gotten a shot or it's been a 1-on-2 scenario where a pass has just been intercepted or bobbled, actually, resulting in a turnover, not just a clean steal or anything like that.
Just a few wild shots lately seem to just be, you know, if they are so intent on passing it around, they seem just a little trigger happy. But, you know, I mean, after that goal, I'd say everyone's eyes are open with the wonders of what could happen.
Here's Munoz trying to get past the Bushnell defense toward the 18-yard corner of the box. Lost
Great
her
attempt.
footing.
Good dribble as well. That might be the goal of the year now for Chloe Teague.
I mean, that was a Steph Curry deep shot. That's the equivalent of taking a half-court shot in in basketball. Not volleyball. Don't take half-court shots in volleyball. Doesn't really work like that. But that was, I mean, a 35-yarder, 30-yarder maybe?
Potentially. Ball goes out for a Simpson throw-in. And you just see Simpson you see there Jimenez just tying her shoelaces, just taking her time. Now, you don't want to do this for the next 60 minutes of the game because, as I said earlier, the momentum does just change and it does tend to even out as Bushnell look to push forward again.
On the turn there, Peñetti Asado, but then Teague takes it right back.
From
goes to Graviola. A clean shot in the box. A little chip shot goes wide right.
Trying to curl that in there. Stansbury not able to do it. Peñetti Asado from Oahu in Hawaii. The only Hawaiian on the field today. Ball was briefly intercepted there by Santiago. The Beacons send it over Jimenez's head, but Jimenez is able to get back and strip the ball off the Beacons there.
Now leading
Ball
pass.
goes through. Not an offside, obviously playing that line very well. That ball just goes across the face of goal and is going to go for a throw-in for Simpson. Right there, I'd say Stephanie Llanos would have been hoping on some more help there. As we get some substitutions here. Looks like Haley Allen and Claire Brown. Alexa Baez as well. Triple substitution here. Litzy Munoz taking a seat. Just a single substitution so far. Haley Allen coming in there for Litzy Munoz. Brown and Baez are just told to wait.
Red Hawk defense just kicking it around, burning a little bit of clock.
Bolden with a risky pass there. Bolden doing her bit, has made a few mistakes so far, but a as a defensive line. As long as you can keep the other team to 0, you're doing your job. Haley Allen tumbles there. As that it just crosses, shanked.
And I
for a
wonder
Simpson
if
goal kick.
after Munoz slipped up and fell down, I wonder if that's part of the substitution, because the last game she played about 87 minutes of the match.
Right,
And got subbed out in the last remaining 3.
right.
And also second team all conference last year. That's not really someone you'd substitute with 10 minutes,
Right.
10 to 12 minutes left to play in the first half. But I wonder if she might have tweaked something when she slipped and fell, lost her footing on that shot toward the corner of the 18-yard
and that's
box.
intercepted there by Bushnell.
And with the stop there is Rita Carbajal. A clean stop.
That's the first real save she's had to make. Though the shot was right at her. Being in goals for the first time in a while can always be nerve-wracking. The substitutions here, so Tague was out there for Brown, for Claire Brown. And then Alexa Baez came in for Grabiola. Tague, of course, the goal scorer. The ball's Stansbury tries to win it, but Bushnell takes it back.
Here's another leading pass.
Yasmin Saigo tries to offload that, but it's called offside. Cervantes Carlos has been offside a few times in this game. Bushnell, in particular, have been caught. I don't know if Simpson's had one offside yet this game. Oh, they have off that corner.
Yeah, I was going to say one off that corner, but
Bushnell already been caught offside 3 or 4 times, which doesn't always mean your offense is doing bad. It could just be a good defensive line by the defense. But trying to play that line can be risky, because if one player gets out of position, you leave yourself susceptible to counterattacks. As Rachel Sakura just lets that run out. Calls for handball there. Did look like I made contact with her hand, but nothing intentional. Sakura tries to get that through. Intercepted by the Bushnell defense.
nice little curve to it, but couldn't quite get it between the Beacon defense.
Santiago. 2 passes there to the other side. Haley Allen now with it. Brown with it. Brown back to Santiago.
Sends it
Santiago
toward goal
with that was a powerful shot, but just quite a bit wide there. There was some power to that shot, huh, Jacob?
Yeah, it looked like it was intended for Taylor Brooks on that
Potentially.
back post, but just way too strong of a kick for Brooks to have time to get to it, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Strong kick like that from the far side.
That ball ends up really good there by Rachel. Trying to send someone off there on a run. Bushnell gets it back. Rachel putting the pressure on Cervantes Carlos, who's found back very far back in her own side with the role she's been playing in this game, being very offensive. Cervantes Carlos, worth noting, is a freshman.
And there's Van Dalfsen on the far side warming up. She'll get some burn in this game eventually.
Should do, of course, being in goals the past few games. You wonder how much infield practice she's been doing. If they have been using her as a goalkeeper, has she been practicing only as a goalkeeper or still practicing as a striker as well? As Bushnell on the run here. Another good opportunity here for Bushnell, and another amazing tackle there by Jimenez.
Skira sends it out, but Bushnell quickly gets it back and sends it wide left toward the goal.
Yasmin Sago was through there, but just very well thwarted there by Jimenez. Some really good stoppages here by that Simpson defense. They're letting themselves get outrun, but then they're running back.
Yeah, they keep coming from behind and stifling the offensive breakaway for Bushnell. So Alexa Baez sends it up the field.
Serenity Torres passing it to Santiago here. Santiago, who's been playing in the middle a lot, trying to make that switch from side to side here. Can't find the ball, goes back to Jimenez.
Claire Brown trying to battle for it.
It's put out there by Cañete Asado, the senior for Bushnell.
Again, Simpson's still spending a lot of time in the attacking zone.
Indeed.
All of Bushnell's time in the attacking zone has been breakaways and then a couple rebound shots, and then Simpson just sends it into their attacking zone.
And normally it's the other way around. The team that goes 1-0 up is the team that sits back and goes for the breakaways. But Beacon's playing a nice defensive line right now, though.
Sakira gets it, sends it toward goal, toward the near side post on a hop toward the keeper, who's going to boot it away.
Not sure what that shot. I'm not always a fan of those shots, as I think you do have potential to get that ball around the other side of the box more. But, you know, like we said after Chloe Taig's goal, you do miss every shot you don't take, so I do like the ambition. 13 shots to 6 now for the Redhawks. And 1-0.
This one goes off of Bolden. Secure back to Brooks.
Baez picks it up. Playing the triangle there again nicely. Serenity Torres with it. Looked like she was waiting for Brooks to make the run there, but just got thwarted by the Bushnell defense.
And with 5 minutes remaining, the Redhawks are going to work the ball slow and just burn the clock out.
Right.
Get to halftime, hopefully up by a score of 1-0 still. This goes to Baez.
Torres. Looked like a hurt there for Torres, but a great tackle nonetheless by the Beacon. What a pass.
Trying to cross here toward Carbajal at goal, who blocks it, corrals it, and
another great
keeps that
save
ball
there.
from going through.
Again, a shot straight at the goalkeeper, but at the end of the day, you still need to stop it from getting past you, and Rita does very well there. What a fast run there, it seemed, by, I believe that's Stephanie Llanos on the other side.
And Jimenez taking a seat right after the block. It'll be a foul on Simpson just outside of the box. As the Redhawks will set a wall. And this one goes up and over.
And that's the one, that's where you want to be aggressive. Oh, and here, DJ Valdez and Iris van Dolfse going to make their first impressions on this game as Serenity Torres is taken off. And it looks like Jimenez is taken off, and the Beacons are also making a substitution. Number 21, Cervantes Carlos, who's been in the middle of everything this game, making way for Ellie Winkleman, the junior from Washington. So Iris going from goalkeeper to striker in 1 game time.
Yeah, she'll get some burn in her first.
As Serenity Torres coming off, she wears that captain's armband around her socks, making way for Iris to be the captain. Iris, although being an international, always very vocal on the pitch, so a good fit for captain here. And she was looking forward to being back in this role, so we'll see how hungry she is. Excuse me, that's Stansbury that wearing the captain's armband around her leg, it seems, but Iris wearing it too, so it must be Iris who's the captain.
Haley Allen working with it, sends it to this near side where Santiago sends it over the head of Taylor Brooks and goes out of bounds. Missed chance there. The final 2 minutes toward the half here. Sakira sending it to Stansbury, and then they work around that perimeter. Secura throws on the
wow,
brakes.
very good.
Great move there.
Offloads it here to Stansbury. Stansbury out to Allen. That's intercepted by Bushnell, but taken back by Claire Brown, who tries to get around Bushnell defense, but wow, Claire very involved here.
Yeah, in the 1-on-2.
Right, DJ Valdez gets that. Iris Van Dalsen gets her first touch. Thwarted by Bushnell. Bushnell, no chance to go forward right away there as they pass it back. Happy to get their foot on the ball for a little bit. New addition here, Ellie Winkleman here on this far right side, this near side. Staying active on her feet, trying to make herself open. She's calling for it here on the right side. Ball goes left though. And that run wasn't made.
DeJay's going to have to chase it down. As we drop down to 1 minute remaining. Bushnell running out of opportunity here in this first half as Bolden battles, gets it out of bounds.
Secura. Bolden putting her hands up as not to give away a penalty there. Does very well. As soon as your hands get involved there and the player goes down, the referee might be left no choice but to whistle for a penalty. So good defending there by Bolden and great clearance by Secura.
Claire Brown on the fast break on the far side. Bushnell gets it.
Iris with really great hustle there, forcing the corner. Iris just showing her speed there.
20 seconds to take it, 17, 15. Here she goes, sends it away. Centered over the head of Claire Brown, who was leaping for it. Now outside the box, trying to get a kick off before time expires, but Bushnell's going to get it out of there before Simpson can get a shot off. And
great.
Simpson ends the half up by 1-0.
I love that play there by Iris Van Dalsen, just taking that corner quick. And that was a good corner too, just now finding a Simpson ahead. But hopefully we'll see more of her in the second half. So many good offensive prospects to pick from for Simpson though in the second half. And just great offense. Defense has been a little shaky at times, but we'll see how they do in the second half and what they change.
They've definitely been able to capitalize on a couple of opportunities offensively. We'll see if they can add more on to the score. When we come back in about 15 minutes for the second half, you're listening to Simpson University Soccer here from the Reading Soccer Park. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you with us. We'll be back in about 15 with the final 45 minutes of this morning match between Bushnell University and your Simpson University Redhawks.
I think you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where are you going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life?
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then like coming here, everyone's like so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf with people that work here. Never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's an athlete, there's a student.
And you grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. Like there's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good community.
People are so welcoming here. It's just an awesome environment.
I think it's the best thing about it. I made the best relationships I've made in a really long time here.
Building relationships and deepening your faith, it's allowed me to really go in depth within the scripture.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
If you want to continue on growing with your faith, Simpson University is the best place.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be like spiritually, academically, sports, like it's just good all around. And it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it. Everyone's here to help and everyone wants to see each other succeed here.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
get stronger and build a close relationship with the Lord, I think this was the best place to do it.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God and just being surrounded by a family that makes them feel at home.
I feel like coming here, I'm able to understand why I believe what I believe through Scripture.
I felt like God kind of put a calling, and He told me to come here.
Since we live by the Spirit, let us keep in step with the Spirit.
It allowed me to dive deeper into my faith. My faith is way more stronger than before I came here.
I feel like I've grown much more closer to God.
That helped me grow in my faith to talk about it a little bit more, be a little bit more outspoken about it. I'm thankful for it. I think you can go anywhere and get a degree, but where are you going to get the degree and have a little bit of a more meaningful impact in your life?
Personally, it's brought me out of my shell for sure. I'm very introverted into myself. And then coming here, everyone's so outgoing and wants to know each other and wants to get together and hang out.
There's so much to do. You can go hike, or you can go down to the lake.
Go play golf with people that work here. Never been fishing before, get it up here. Snowboarding, I mean, everything I've done with this community and the people has just been super fun.
Academically, I have managed to put much more time and effort after practices, into the books. Before there's a athlete, there's a student.
And you grow here a lot more just because the people you're put around and the professors they have here and just the faculty.
The professors actually know your name. It's awesome. They want people to be here and they want people to succeed.
You're never alone. There's always resources and people to help you.
This will bring power into this, and then you'll have another one that's going to the light bulb.
Living here has made me much more independent, and it has made me much more of a disciplined person.
Feels like family. You feel supported by everyone you're with. It's a good community.
People are so welcoming here. It's just an awesome environment.
I think it's the best thing about it. I made the best relationships I've made in a really long time here.
Building relationships and deepening your faith, it's allowed me to really go in depth within the Scripture.
Something that made me want to come to Simpson was hearing about how people have grown their faith with God.
If you want to continue on growing with your faith, Simpson University is the best place.
There's so much the school has to offer, whether that be spiritually, academically, sports. It's just good all around, and it's great people, great mentors, great professors, coaches, you name it. Everyone's here to help, and everyone wants to see each other succeed here.
Experience,
learn, grow,
and impact
at Simpson University.
sir. Check, check.
Yeah.
Does this thing not work?
No, it's muted.
Oh. Well, could you unmute it? Please?
No.
I don't like not hearing myself.
Just wait.
See that girl? What's the scene? Digging the dancing queen. Digging the dancing queen.
Hello, fans, and welcome back to the Reading Soccer Park here, where Bushnell University out of Eugene, Oregon, is taking on your Simpson University Redhawks. Jacob Green joined by Ryan Gavin. It's great to have you with us here for this morning match between these two universities. The Redhawks are up by a score of 1-0 as we begin this second half here. Be 45 minutes of soccer left to play. Simpson in the lead. There's Haley Allen battling on this near side, and now Van Dalfsen gets in on the action.
Take good play there by Bushnell to get that out of that space.
Deja! 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 Woo!
Now the throw-in coming in from Addie Morgan of the Bushnell Beacons. Beacons trying to stay in the attacking zone and climb back here in this ball game. Down by a score of 1-0 after Tag put one in the goal in the first, I believe it was in about the 35th minute. I should have written that
Something like
down on
that.
my notes.
Good defending there by Taylor Brooks to get that ball out of play. Bushnell enjoying a little season of possession here. Although, just as I say that, it is taken away by Simpson. Malaya Bolden passing it to Taylor Brooks. Taylor Brooks to Sakura. Bushnell punting it away back to Sakura. Gets it to Brooks. Brooks fouled there, as the referee says. Free kick to Simpson.
It's actually the 25th minute that Tag put that one in goal.
Claire Brown, is she going to find Haley Allen? She tries to. She just passes it behind her, but finds her all the same.
Allen trying to get around.
Trying to use her speed there. Great switch up of pace there, stopping on a dime. The referee called advantage there, allowing Santiago to get the shot off. Another very incredibly ambitious shot there from 35 yards or something out. But the referee pulls it back for a free kick.
It'll be Van Dalfsen taking the kick. I have to imagine she's going to send it towards goal here.
Let's go, Deja! Volley up!
And she does put a strong boot on it, but the goalie Gabriela Montez able to corral it.
I don't know. It has putting Iris up in this forward position now is like letting a lion out of its cage, a hungry lion. She's just eager to get going and to get that ball in the net. Seems like the best play there is try and get it on someone's head, but looking at that goal there, it entices you.
And in that case, too, she had a little bit of space on this near side.
Right.
But
Just get the goalie just has so much time to react from a shot like that. But yeah, look at this. Iris trying to play with tight spaces. That ball here, Bushnell off in that.
Man, is she fast.
Well caught there by Cassandra Rita.
adds another save to her sheet.
Yeah, building up quite the impressive stat line in the first game as a goalie. That ball goes through and Brown. Iris gets that. Iris offloads it to Taylor Brooks.
Claire Brown gets
and
taken out by the goalie.
Ball seemed to be gone when the goalie made that tackle, but the referee calls that just a fair collision.
Letting him play a little bit.
I don't disagree with that. It does seem like the ball was kind of gone already. There would be a shout for a penalty there, but not much protest coming from the Simpson players either. Simpson's offensive line playing very high up, trying to cut off any kind of attack quickly, but as we've seen all game, as soon as Bushnell gets through that, they seem to enjoy a counter-attack. But here, just great pressure here. Deja Valdez.
Beacons just move it around, playing keep away from the Redhawks.
Stansbury gets that out, back into space. Now Malaya Bolden. Bushnell now putting their own little press on and win it back. Looks like Bushnell, Stefanianos that wins it back and is putting the pressure on. Ultimately that ball going out for a Bushnell throw. Addie Morgan going to be taking the throw. Another freshman. Plenty of freshmen here playing for Bushnell, so they must have a, looks like they have a bright future ahead for their soccer team.
And on that interception that
ball finds
Janos had, she had no help at all and just had nowhere to go as Ben Dawson gets this one in open space, but then is going to have to work from the back before it's turned over by
Baez. Just loses that. Van Dalfsen just had nobody to pass to on the left side. Brown was making the run and asking for it.
Now Van Dalsen in one-on-one with the goalie, looking toward the goal and tripped up by the goalie. Now poked in off the post, still out in front of the goal. Keeper can't corral it. Claire Bound surrounded by Beacon. She had a huge shot. It went off the post as Haley Allen sends it back in toward the goal. It's poked away by the Beacons before it's sent back in.
Unbelievable play there. Beacons come away unscathed there unbelievably. Iris just a few too many dribbles there on the keeper, making that save easy, and then Claire Brown just with that. It's not allowed to punt that. And now the Bushnell Beacons are up one-on-one with the keeper, and that shot finds
find the back
the back of the nets.
Right toward the back post, out of the reach of Rita Carbajal, who just couldn't quite extend to it. And now we're all knotted up at one. It's a brand new game now.
Van Dalsen finding herself one-on-one with the keeper. There was a shout for a chip shot there or an earlier shot. And Claire Browndale will be ruining that miss as that goes from a potential 2-0 lead for Simpson to a 1-1. There, like we've been saying, no risks taken there by Bushnell, not waiting too late to take the shot, taking it early, finding the back of the net. Simply, now we're back in a tied game here at 1-1. And Simpson already showing ambition of getting forward.
And with the help of Van Dalsen as well. And that's just unlucky with Van Dalsen. Just 1 to 2 too many dribbles. Here's a leading pass for Bushnell's number 10. It's going to be stifled.
There by Rita. Yeah, that's looks like Bushnell's playing with a little momentum right now.
Stephanie Janos again on the breakaway.
Allen with it now. Allen again stopping on a dime and getting through. Playing well today is Allen. Bolden there out to Sakira. Sakira passes that out to Brooks. Yeah, as a striker, you do all that work to get yourself in the position and then can't finish it. That has to hurt for Van Dalfsen. Taylor Brooks gets around very well there. Not happy with that foul. She seems to chirp at the Bushnell's player right there. Referee.
Yeah, getting a little chippy on that far side over there.
Yeah, when you do go from a potential 2-0 lead to that breakaway, Bushnell has been threatening on that breakaway like that counterattack all day. And just proving too much there for Simpson's defense. That ball is sent into the middle of the field, always a dangerous pass to give. And the referee, not too much in that, but the referee thinking there's a little too much nudging there by Simpson's defense, or midfield, should I say.
And Teg's warming up on the far side over there. And I wonder if she'll come in for Van Dalfsen or she'll come in for someone else, and then you have the potential to have the duo of Tag and Van Dalfsen, which could be really incredible.
Could be. Claire Brown looking likely to be the one taken off, but she herself has been playing a good game too. That punt was just unlucky. She was in the right place at the right time, just finding the woodwork there, but by no fault of her own. I feel like when you're a coach, what do you look at? Do you look at Van Dalfsen's ambition to get in on goal there, as she is showing, even if it didn't work that one time? Are you looking at Claire Brown's just position? You know, it's tough because they're not playing bad by any means.
There's a lot of factors that go into it, obviously.
The ball sent out there by Stephanie Janos.
And part of it could be that Van Dalfsen hasn't played a lot of time at striker. She just doesn't have the stamina that other players do that have been playing striker all year. It's a lot of running, a lot of moving all around the field.
The referee did not like that throw in, although from where I'm sitting, it didn't seem like it went out. Iris thought it was going out, but it never did. So referees just changed the possession. Throw into Bushnell, who have a chance to work it around the box right here. Well, that seems to be an easy collect for the goalkeeper, who won't be happy to have just conceded her first goal as a goalkeeper, but again, a breakaway one-on-one with the keeper and one-on-one with the striker there is daunting for any keeper, and she's been doing great in that position all day, so she can be forgiven for that. Baez gets up there, heads it to Brown, who has it intercepted, but Iris van Dalfsen takes it back.
Getting brought down to the ground along with another Beacon as well. Tegan Munoz now waiting to sub in along with another Red Hawk. Not quite sure who that is.
Jimenez.
Looks like Jimenez.
And I believe Litzy Munoz. Alexa Baez makes way for Chloe Teague, and Iris van Dalfsen is being ushered off the field. It seems like Litzy Munoz is going to come in for her. Iris put in a great shift there, played well. Just without the goal, which she would have wanted on the stat line, but who knows, she might get in again with 35 minutes to go in this game.
Here's Haley Allen. Can't quite chase that one down. So Haley Allen, who subbed in for Munoz, still playing the wing, and then Munoz now moved up to striker with Claire Brown and Chloe Teague.
Yeah, Chloe Teague seems to be playing back quite a bit here. Now Chloe Teague does have speed, and it's potential that Simpson's coach Milton wants some more speed in the midfield, just because that counterattack has been a problem for Simpson all day. And another chance for them here to get this ball. Yeah, another chance here for Bushnell to get up in the counter.
But Jimenez over there defending on that far side wing. Bushnell trying to get around her. Can't do so. Here's a chip shot from Monaharis. That's headed away by Haley Allen.
I would say Jimenez is one of their faster players for Bushnell. A ball, but very well played there by Cassandra Arita, coming out and collecting that. A difficult thing you need to learn as a keeper. Sometimes you have to put your body on the line there to get the ball, seeing as you can use your hands, which can risk a boot to the face or, you know, whatever those things. Well done there by her.
So Redhawks working against the Beacons now as the Beacons trying to get back in the attacking zone. They came back and tied up this game, and we're all knotted up at 1.
Free kick there for Bushnell, just a little nudge in the back there. No hesitation for the referee at all. Bushnell, a chance to put this in the box. And it seems like she's loading it up here. Okay, now it seems like they're loading it up. Referee just wanted to switch positions.
Sent right toward the box where
The ball headed by DeJay and then kneed away by Haley Allen, who
Haley Allen also showing off the wheels.
Llanos just falling over the ball there. DeJay Valdez to Haley Allen.
Sends
Haley
it up the field to Munoz.
trying to offload that. Nice little triangle again played there.
Huge
Mitzi
chance here.
Munoz.
The double team just keeps coming in on whoever has the ball.
Bit of a dangerous ball there. Could lead two players to clash there, but Bushnell gets away with it. Well collected by Rita.
Bushnell having to work back.
Well passed back to the goalkeeper.
Also that wind picking up too. I wonder if that plays a factor in anything. With Bushnell having to work into the wind a little bit.
Right. Hasn't seemed like it has in this half. Chloe there taking it, she was thinking about the shot. You could see that, and I think she was trying to get that into Claire Brown, but just a weak shot.
Wow, a couple of Redhawks get pushed to the ground. Brooks and Jimenez.
Is that the soccer equivalent of a stiff arm?
In some ways, yeah, it looked more like a hip check, but
Well, stiff arm in soccer would be illegal, so
very
it's
illegal.
Soccer equivalent.
Even a hip check would,
You know,
I mean, depending on how rough it is.
referee thinking there was a little too much roughness, so giving, I think, a free kick, potentially a throw in, but we'll see in a little bit.
I mean, two players end up on the ground like that. There's
Right.
It's not just simply coincidence that they fell down or anything like that.
Jimenez taking this, passing it to Bolden. Straight pressure there by Bushnell, trying to, and just good pressure by Bushnell, but it ends up with Bolden. Bolden gets it to DeJay. DeJay finds Haley Allen and puts it nicely in front of her. She can run forward.
Curves it around.
These Bushnell players just are fast, as I hear a fan behind me saying the same thing.
Keeper sends this one away back toward midfield. And Haley Allen actually sent that one in hard. Ducking out of the way was one of the Bushnell players. Let her keeper handle it.
Santiago applying good pressure until she applied bad pressure, causing
Vanderkar
to
stumble down.
Another freshman. Seems like every name I say is a freshman on this team, which a coach is always happy to see. You know, you do want some experience, and usually senior players would have more experience, but you know, knowing that you can build your team around a few freshmen is always good.
As Carwell bobbles this one and then maintains possession of it. That's a really close call. She had a Bushnell beacon. Number 10, Stephanie Llanos, breathing down her neck. She was able to hold on to it. Now Llanos sends it towards the goal. Battling there. Bolden able to stifle the try.
Goes to Chloe Tate. Chloe Tate playing more of a central midfield position, it seems, today, with Litzy Munoz and Claire Brown playing forward. Haley Allen is wide open here on the right side, and that's who they will be looking for. And it does end up going to her, but
now in a foot race. It's going to get sent towards the crowd. Where Coach Cohn helps the soccer team out a little bit, helps crawl that ball.
Coach Cohen, a basketball player, showing off that shooting form right there.
I don't know how hot our mics are, but if you could hear Coach Cohn, he said it's a little bit different shooting a basketball, or well, yeah, shooting a basketball. Said it felt a little different with throwing the soccer ball back onto the field. This one goes right past Deshae Valdez, and Bolden will.
That was a miscue there by Deshae.
Serena Rodriguez is also
Jimenez.
checked in for Claire Brown, which moves Tag up to striker. Looking for Munoz. Munoz trying to get around the defender and then almost takes out the goalie. The goalie almost takes her out. Gabriela Montez with the save.
Ball just, this is a bouncy ball we're playing with right now. It looks more like a basketball than a soccer ball. That's just bouncing over, clearing the heads of two players, a Bushnell and a Simpson. Ends up here with Sunshine Daanda, who's making an appearance. Jimenez has been getting, she's got great control there on the ball. That's 2 good shots she's had now, the good clearances. Whereas we've seen it bounce over some other players' feet and whatnot. That gets past the player, but not anticipated by Munoz.
A whole different front line than what we've seen before.
Right.
With Tag playing a central midfield type of position. Trying to get some speed in the middle, like you said, Ryan.
When that ball, that was onside as
Here's
well.
Here's a leading pass toward Tag with a little bit of help behind her. She's going to look toward goal. Goes to shoot it, but goes right toward the goalie.
Annoyed with that. It's just good enough defending to just thwart any real positive shot. Yeah, and Chloe back in that striker position now when Claire Brown left the field.
Bushnell's going to work it.
You see that pass, and then Bushnell's number 6, Addie Morgan, saying turn. And turn she did, finding the other side of the pitch very well. An entertaining game with plenty of shots. Simpson with 17, Bushnell with 11. Enough for 1 goal apiece.
Yeah, a lot of shots from both teams. And not a lot of fouls. We've seen a lot more fouls in the other 2 games this year.
Right. Yeah, not a lot of, not too many stoppages. Not hot enough for water breaks either during this game. The referee allowing play to go on. We do see water breaks during like injury timeouts and whatnot. But that ball finding Haley Allen. Haley Allen doing a good job. Haley Allen seems to have caught a bit of a turf burn.
Little battle scar. From the far side, Santiago sends it in, overshoots.
But that finds Llanos.
Now Deshae. Back to Allen on this near side looking for Tag. It's going to go.
Oh, she's trying to offload that to Take. Just too strong. Seem to be talking to each other. I'm not sure if that's out of frustration or just trying to get on the same page. I feel like Simpson may feel like it's a funny game because either team could have had a few more goals. So I don't know. I don't know in what, I don't know if what team would be more dissatisfied with the draw here.
I think in Bushnell's case, it would definitely be them with a couple of missed opportunities.
Right. I feel like
Simpson,
Simpson, yeah, they've had their fair share too. I think, with 25 minutes to go, there's nothing to say it'll stay in this deadlock, but we will see.
Because Simpson did have a couple of opportunities, but just didn't really execute well, whereas Bushnell was just straight up. Hitting the underside of the crossbar and not going in, just stuff like that, where it's smaller details that don't flip your way. But in any case, I believe both teams would be quite frustrated.
And I feel like both teams, I wonder if this is Bushnell's, the way they want to play. If they want to come out and kind of just put pressure on and get in that counter. Or if it's just the way the ball's falling for them on the day. But if this is how they want to play, I bet their coach is very happy because they seem to be executing this very well. Same with Simpson. I would say their offensive press has been successful, although it just seems like every time that they get bet, there's just a counter attack on for Bushnell, which may be something to just clean up a little bit.
Here's a free kick for the Beacons as the Redhawks set a wall.
And the Beacons lining up in the back here of the 18-yard box. I think ready to try and run in here. As they do. Ooh, and that is a hard tackle. And the referee waves his finger saying no foul.
Completely clean from Bolden.
Seemed to be pushing the back, but it was with the shoulder, which, you know, shoulder check is usually no big deal. Dahanda, very good defending there, getting the ball out. Kanyede Asado. Oh, and the referee says that that is a throw-in for Simpson, so very good defending there by Sunshine Dahanda. As we get a substitution, it looks like Serenity Torres coming in for Haley Allen, and Haley Allen has put in a good shift there today, getting in good positions, being wide open on that right side quite a few times. But that, I don't know if the cameras picked it up, but a turf burn that definitely needs to be, you know, throw some alcohol on that.
A little Neosporin or something so it doesn't really burn. Keep it from getting infected for sure. Especially in the...
Because I've been there, done that. Those hurt. Especially when you come out of the game and you kind of, your adrenaline wears off. Those hurt.
I mean, I have a turf burn from playing flag football last Saturday, and it does. Those are not fun. I've gotten turf burns before, way back in the day, but man, oh man. The grass ones, grass almost hurts more than turf sometimes. Depends on the turf.
Right.
At least here at the Reading Soccer Park, the turf's pretty nice.
It is nice.
Not like that old style turf with the the bits of rubber and stuff.
Yeah, those black balls.
That'll chew up your skin. Simpson's gonna move it back up the field, get toward midfield, and then the Beacon's able to stifle it a little bit as we get inside. 19 minutes remaining here in this match.
Simpson here with a counter opportunity though that goes straight into the head of the Bushnell defense. Stansbury gets it in midfield. It's offloaded here to his right side. This right side's been getting a lot of action in the second half. Litzy Munoz trying to get that into the middle, but it's stolen, and see here Bushnell on the break again. Well stopped by Bolden, still able to get through here to Cervantes Carlos, who also has been putting in a lot of work in this game, and that's saved. I wouldn't so much say saved as picked up there by Rita. I feel like that was potentially meant as a cross, just to overcurl a little bit into the goalkeeper.
Yeah, on a hop, it went to Cassandra Rita Carvajal and able to corral it quickly. Bobble it momentarily, but then held on. Now Tag on a fast break. He's got a little bit of help, but can't cross. It's stifled by Kenyedi Asado.
That seemed to definitely go out for a Bushnell throw, but the referee calls it a Simpson throw-in. It's great defense there by Bushnell. Bushnell, like Chloe Teague, is one of the quickest players on the Simpsons roster, and being pretty easily bet there by Bushnell's defense. They must have been conditioning all summer, as that is taken, and that's the last thing when we're talking about speed you want is, and that ball is offloaded to Cervantes Carvajal, or Cervantes Carlos, excuse me. Bolden barely getting to that. Again, Carlos just showing her speed. Throwing here, Addie Morgan, the freshman, will be throwing it in, but not before Bushnell makes some substitutions. I wonder if these are offensive, defensive substitutions. With just over 15 minutes to go. either team wants to win, they're going to want to get a move on here.
Anticipate the
Serena Rodriguez.
pace picking up a little bit more as time wears down.
Let's see Munoz. Strong body in there between the ball and herself.
A little boxing out right there. Now on the turn, Santiago sending it toward Serenity Torres here, looking to cross toward the goal. She's got Munoz, but just not quite strong enough of a kick. Now with another try towards the center tag, trying to shoot it, but it's blocked by the Beacons.
Good defending again, but great offense by Simpson, and that shot is, well, I mean, required no effort for the keeper at all.
It's just a chip shot with nothing behind it.
Just sometimes when the ball hits that turf, it can just kind of, if it has the spin on it, it just kind of just sits, just digs itself into the turf and just goes nowhere. Chloe Tague there gets it to Litzy Munoz. Munoz gets that into Nadia Santiago. Out to Litzy Munoz, who's able to keep it in. Great hustle there.
Should have run that one down. Now Tague on the turn. Gets it.
She thought that Litzy Munoz was making the run, but Munoz potentially did not want to find herself in an offside position there. Held back. Tague very, like we talked about, a soccer IQ she has, just always proactive, always thinking where she expects players to be when she passes it. And then when the player's not there, it just, you know, it may look like a bad play, but the intention is incredibly smart. Amazing there by Nadia Santiago. Great dribbling. Just not finding that ball there to Danda in the corner.
Now Serena Rodriguez is going to have to chase this one down deep into their own zone. Sends it to Rita Carbajal, who will send it away to Bolden as the Redhawks work back up the field from the back line.
Deshay gets that into Munoz. Munoz not under any real pressure here. Could have potentially dribbled it up a little further, but gets it to Chloe Tague.
She's going to send it in for Stansbury. Stansbury in the 1-on-2 gets it stolen.
Just trying to go around the back. Could have anticipated maybe that turn and gone the other side, but great effort there. Only took 3 passes for Simpson there to get into the box. Great build up from the keeper to the striker.
Now Munoz on this near side wing looking for some help from Tague. She's going to send it toward Baez. Now sends it toward goal, toward the back post, but going to curve away. There was no one able to cross. Now the Beacon's out, and they'll send it back up the field. The Redhawks get it right back. And there's Redhawks just working a little bit slower.
Bushnell felt like they played that offside line good, asking the linesman to call an offside there, but he was having none of it. Simpson get a throw in here.
See if they can set something up with a throw in.
Deshay Valdez grabbing the ball, ready to take the throw in here.
Just the Beacons able to stop every offensive effort from the Redhawks in the last 30 minutes or so. As we get into that crucial time now with 12:39 left to play.
Your head's very talented. Malia, you're all over the field.
It'll be a Bushnell throw-in.
Yes, one more.
Bushnell get that throw in there. Picked up by Litzy Munoz, well intercepted. She gets it into Tague here in the middle. Tague looking for Munoz again, but decides to go herself through the middle. And that ball attempted to get it to Stansbury, I believe, but that pass was never really on.
Just another errant pass.
Yeah, just that passing in the final third. We saw this in the men's game a few weeks ago. That's just a hard one to do. And that was almost a good tackle, but the referee did not did not believe that sufficed and blows his whistle for a Bushnell. Game's been quite active other than a few throw-ins here on the corner just now. And Bushnell have a chance to throw it, to slow it down once again.
Simpson spent a lot of time in the attacking zone in the last 10-15 minutes.
They're fighting for it here, both teams. I
But
wonder.
now Bushnell has it.
Alexa Baez getting ready to check in now to the game on the opposite end of the field. We wonder who will make room for her. Looks like a corner here for Bushnell.
Huge opportunity for Bushnell to go up by 1.
Only their third corner of the match. Seem to be just piling players in on the goalkeeper here. Looks like, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but it looks like the entire roster for both teams is standing in the goals right now. Obviously attempting, and they're running out now, the Bushnell players. A great corner, well taken, but thwarted away there by Simpson, and great defending there by Nadia Santiago as she heads it out for another corner. Pressure by the Beacons stays on the Simpson defense as we enter the last 10 minutes of this game. Oh, what a game it's been.
There's another try from, was originally Addie Morgan. They run a little bit of quick pass.
More headering there by Santiago, again getting her head to a cross there. And that was
sent in
an
deep where Rita
ambitious
Carbajal
shot.
put some hands on it.
Hit that well though, did Addie Morgan, the defender.
Now Munoz moving up the near side wing. She's got Tag
She's got
and Torres.
players in the middle, but
Looking.
she decides not to pass it, and Bushnell picks that up. It seemed like there were two open players in the middle there. Sonia Torres and Chloe Tague running wide open, but Munoz just holding on to that ball for a little bit too long. And a great tackle there by Malia Bolden.
Bolden having to chase down Jasmine Sego of the Beacons there.
Brings up a third corner in the past 1 or 2 minutes now here for Bushnell. Going with the same tactic here, just one they haven't done, I didn't see on any of the corners in the first half, just piling their players into the goal before just taking a few steps out and trying to get their heads on the ball, just trying to disorient the Simpson defense.
With 9 minutes left to play, this one's sent way outside.
Yeah, another good corner, but just nobody there. That's the thing when you are playing everyone in that box so far with nobody on the outside of the box. Definitely does make it a struggle.
Both teams running out of time. Trying to do everything they can to keep the pressure on and stay in the attacking zones. Carball's going to have to come out of goal to corral that and boot away by the Redhawks. Carball trying to get back inside the goal. Now finally back and will wait 2. No chance to corral it. Now Munoz takes it up the field. Looking for a little bit of help. And it's turned right back over to the Beacons after it goes off of Torres. Now the far side corner looking to cross is Abby Morgan. Sends it over the middle. Batted around by a couple of Beacons before the Redhawks surround the ball. And it's sent
that in
out of bounds.
They had that in a dangerous position there. Looks like Iris van Dalfse is making an appearance, and Alexa Baez for, it looks like, Santiago and Serena Rodriguez. So we are going to get that forward line of Chloe Tague and Iris van Dalfse, although Chloe seems to be stepping back again a little bit. But Jacob, the forward line you've been looking forward to seeing all game.
Yeah, Tague, Van Dolfsen, and Torres right there on that front line. Munoz back to the wing, no longer playing striker. But Tag in the middle, providing some speed and height. See what it can do for the Redhawks here in the final 7+ minutes. It's a throw in from Bushnell. They work it from the back, trying to get around the Simpson defense.
Addie Morgan with it. Gets that into the center. Addie Morgan with it
Right
again.
back, she sent it on goal, and Tag steals it away. We'll send it to Carbajo. Carbajo punts it toward Van Dolfsen at midfield. Now Tag sends it away, and Bushnell still in the attacking zone. The Redhawks haven't gotten back into the attacking zone in a few minutes now. Carbajal with a chance to slow the game down and set something up here. As Rita Carbajal has possession of it, she'll pick it up for the pressures applied by a couple of beacons. She'll punt it away. Goes toward Tag. Tag can't win the battle. Now sends it to Stansberry, who's going to work it back from Jimenez back to Bolden. Bolden looking for somebody.
Through the middle, and Van Dolfsen going. It looked like this pass was on here to the near side to Litzy Munoz. She wins that ball though, but quickly loses it. And this ball goes out to Cervantes Carlos.
Where DeJay going to get
almost
a couple feet on it.
Chloe
Now
Tag
Tag
so far back in her own half.
bends it toward the line. It's going to stay in bounds. Van Dolfsen's going to have to battle for it. Here along with Addie Morgan. Bushnell just able to keep the ball away from Simpson thus far.
Kanyete Asato there, getting that ball and trying to get it forward for Bushnell, but picked up by Cassandra Arita.
So we wind down toward the final 5 minutes. This one's going to go
That ball
off
goes
the
to
foot.
Litzy Munoz,
Now
who
Munoz on the fast break trying to get past Bushnell. Almost had a breakaway there. She's still
just hit her knee
on
there
that far
and got
side
that
trying
back.
to cross to Van Dolfsen. Great ball control by Van Dolfsen trying to turn on it, but it's poked out by the Beacons.
Again, great effort there by Van Dolfsen, just failing to make that final play in the box, which is so difficult. Just getting swarmed by 2 or 3 defenders right there. You know, can't blame her there for just not being able to make that final push.
Now Munoz has Van Dolfsen, Jimenez, and Tag.
Tries to get that Van Dolfsen.
As Van Dolfsen gets shoved to the ground, no call there.
Yeah, kind of just a weak ball there by Munoz, playing into the Bushnell defender's feet. But yeah, definitely a strong shove in the back there. Here, Van Dolfsen trying to put some pressure on.
It's going to go out of bounds. That far side, that'll be a Simpson throw in for Linda Jimenez. The Redhawks now in the attacking zone, trying to get one into the back of the net here. They're going to work slow from the back as they cross it. Munoz will control it, looking for Tag, who's sent over the middle. She's going to send it back to DeJay Valdez. She's going to send it in to Tag. Tag has some help working the perimeter. Don't want to turn the ball over here with 3.5 minutes left. They just want to keep applying pressure to Bushnell. And the reason the Redhawks got it in the attacking zone was the bobbled pass by Addie Morgan that Munoz was able to corral. And now Bushnell gets it right back into the attacking zone as Cervantes Carlos takes it upfield.
Getting past DeJay Valdez, although DeJay getting back good, playing good defense there.
Sends it toward the far side.
It goes to Sunshine Daanda, who then comes away with that. Jimenez.
Then Dolphin gets that pass stolen on the slide tackle from Kenyeti Asato.
That is going to be thwarted away comfortably there by the goalkeeper. Litzy Munoz trying to put pressure there on Cervantes Carlos, but that ball goes out for a Simpson throw-in.
Yeah, they're
Jay Valdez grabs it.
They're gonna let it go and see if they can set something up in the offensive zone here in this 1-1 tie. Don't want to walk away from this game with a draw, with both teams having plenty of opportunities to put one in the back of the net and gain the advantage. Bushnell's going to work it from the back after getting possession of the ball as we hit the 2-minute remaining mark. Now Bushnell on the breakaway. That's Cervantes Carlos looking to cross. No help. Goes off the hands of Rita Carbajal. Great save there.
Great save.
That'll
Shot
keep
was
the game knotted up at 1.
straight at her, but with that much power, an easy one to let go. Another corner here for Bushnell as time keeps ticking with under a minute and a half here to go.
They're going to have to move quick.
Yeah.
They
I
have that.
wonder if Bushnell want more chances or if they're happy to just. No, they seem to be trying to speed this up here a little bit.
They scramble toward the goal and set something up.
Doing this kind of disorienting move here around the face of the goal. Especially the thing to do with the goalkeeper visibility, just so they can't see where the ball's coming in.
And Rita
Good
Carbajal
effort.
corrals it.
Not the strongest shot, but a good effort there. That's the second time one of those corners has just gone behind the players a little bit.
Carbajal will send it away. Bushnell takes it right back. They receive that.
That ball goes.
Great turn from Cervantes Carlos there, but
Ooh, and that's Jimenez goes in with a strong tackle, but misses everything, luckily.
under a minute left to play. Tag almost had a shot there on the breakaway. Now this goes to the far side.
20 seconds to go in the game.
Just couldn't quite get around that one Bushnell beacon that was in front of her, who had a fantastic slide tackle.
We come on 10 seconds to go in the game.
And time will wind down as Tag's going to take it up the field, but I don't believe anything's going to be there. Van Dalfsen, one final shot as time expires.
That is the game.
And that is the end of this ball game. Simpson had the 1-0 lead in the 25th minute, but then back in the 52nd minute, Cervantes Carlos would put one in the back of the net, and that would knot up the ball game, and we will end things here in a draw. Simpson falls to 1-1-1 on the season. A win, a loss, and a draw. A solid day on the pitch for Simpson University today, but just walk away without a win, unfortunately. But lots of positives.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that performance there. I feel like both teams will feel like they could have walked away with a win, but might also feel happy enough with the draw there. I mean, Simpson being 1-0 up, you know, there was an argument to be made for just sitting back and trying to defend that, but for 60 minutes, that pressure is just going to be relentless. I feel like Simpson pressed well, but like I said earlier, as soon as that Bushnell got through that press, they were just on the counter there and just putting incredible pressure on that Simpson defense. And the fact that like the likes of Bolden was able to keep that up for 90 minutes, you know, is commendable. And yeah, Bushnell will be happy from that standpoint of being able to get that counterattack. They just won't be happy with the finishing. I feel like they could have easily part of 3 or 4 in there. But if I was, if I was either team, I'd be, you know, back to the drawing board with some like tactical changes maybe for the future. But definitely an enjoyable watch there. And yeah, both teams played their hearts out and played well for 90 minutes.
But I think having Tag at that center midfield position is very good. And eventually something will, the more they develop that front line with Tag in the middle, will be
absolutely
something will come to fruition. They'll put something in the back of the net and they'll figure it out, especially with Van Dalfsen getting a little more playing time now as a striker, no longer playing keeper. It'll be good for this whole front line. See if they can put more goals in the back of the net. See what they can walk away with as the season progresses.
No shortage of talent in this team.
Well, we'll be back on stream for men's soccer September 12th at 10 a.m. It's been Jacob Green with Ryan Gavin. It's been great to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in and listening. The final score here from the Simpson University Reading Soccer Park is Simpson 1 and Bushnell 1 as Simpson moves to 1-1-1 on the year.